Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. For the call, we bring in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Marching the Bengals onto the field, you get a look at Andy Dalton. And for the Bengals, look, the end of last year was very disappointing, but it's the dawn of a new season. Is Andy Dalton ready for the new season?
He's ready. And more importantly for him, his wide receiver A.J. Green is ready. He went to the Pro Bowl again last year for the 7th straight year, but was very disappointed in his season. And he's come back and he's looked great in the preseason. But you flip it over to defense, I think their defensive front's going to be formidable. Andrew Billings has been dominant inside, as has Geno Atkins, and that'll free up Carlos Dunlap off the edge.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely looking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Okay, we get a glance now at the starting lineup offensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Boyd out of Pitt, one of my favorite receivers in the 2016 draft. The only thing he didn't have, long speed. Really runs about the mid-4.5s, maybe a 4.6 guy, but smart, understands the passing game very well, and doesn't drop anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Dalton here from the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A lot of times people want to recreate the past, especially when the past has been successful. When the Colts were good, they flew on defense. And Kamoko Toure out of Rutgers, he can do exactly that when he rushes the passer.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Luck on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw on second down is Luck. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second down, Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets past one man. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold
Still
right
first
guard.
down.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly 10 yards as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. This will be Dalton again. And that's complete to Croft. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Croft, 31 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Third and 2, Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Luck. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd from 3 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Doyle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On first down, Luck. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, spinning away. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with a run by Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And now to the air. Dalton towards the target, and he has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Andy Dalton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped the big one there. Now they've got to try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton, rush coming, and he's taken down.
When the Colts were contending for Super Bowls, they were extremely fast on defense. Like to have guys who could come off the edge and get the quarterbacks, and guys who could run down ball carriers. And Darius Leonard from South Carolina State, he fits the bill on all counts. In fact, before the draft, I comped him to Telvin Smith, the outside linebacker of the Jacksonville Jaguars, for his ability to run and hit.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They run with Wilkins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Play action here with Dalton. And that's incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action now, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Andy Dalton now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And it'll be Dalton again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. And the Colts coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's locked. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On first down, it's locked. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, Locke. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Luck on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now a first down throw. Luck. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Lott. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Luck throwing again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ryan Grant as the first half is winding down. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, Luck caught left side by Hilton. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air again, Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They'll run it here with Wilkins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Looking sideline, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Wiggles free. Green with a catch left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Mack. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Again, it's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Dalton off play action. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now a carry from Mack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Nick Vigil. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Dalton bootlegs out. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Al Woods coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Set to go again. Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They'll begin here with Bernard. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
A handoff to Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now the Bengals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to roam now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They'll run here with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Dalton sets up play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, it's Love. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Luck now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Locke. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, it's Locke. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Now a first down throw. Locke. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. And his throw here's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
The Colts on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again is Lott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, check out! Line 40! Check out!
Luck throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, Luck. Complete to Hilton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. And that run caps off a 99-yard drive.
Would it be safe to say that finishing run is an exclamation point on this one?
Big time. I mean, 99-yard drive.
I mean, when you start that, all you're thinking about as an offense is somehow trying to create room for your punter. And if you can get 2 first downs, you've considered the drive a success. I don't know what you call this, all the way down putting in the end zone. That's pretty spectacular.
Ultimate success. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Yeah, they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Looking middle And it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play
Still
call
third down.
was for him?
This third down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
3rd and long. It's locked. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. So Dalton now. And Eifert has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Dalton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Now they run with Mixon. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. He'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down. Back to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
But no reason for that from any wide receiver.
Oftentimes, you don't even hear the snap count, right? You just look inside,
first down.
Make sure the ball moves, then you take off. How he didn't do that is beyond me.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Luck. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Luck now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head.
Still
You know it just
second down.
has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Now Luck. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Now it's Luck. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Vinatieri now for the point after. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Lead!
It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.